Hello, welcome to the Live Rally Game Podcast. My name is Steven Stewart, and I'm excited today to bring you more Surviving Reelfoot First Fire coverage. And join us today to talk all about our game. We have Sam. Sam, how are you doing?
I am so good. I am so good. I'm making some tea. It's gonna be great.
We're gonna get a slice of life podcast today as we follow Sam in a normal through her day. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's gonna be doing
So,
my thing.
so Sam, you've played several games. You've played Survivor Pennsylvania.
That's
You've
true.
played Sensation. You probably played other games that I don't even know about. What led you to apply for Reelfoot?
So Reelfoot, well last year, not last year, I guess no, it was last year. I played a game Sensation, and a player on last season of Reelfoot played Sensation with me first, Kiri. And that's how I heard about Reelfoot. But like honestly, everyone was like, "Oh, that one's rough." This was after my first day game. I was like, "There's no way in hell I'm playing that." Come a year later, I'm on the next cast. Like how crazy. But yeah, like it was just something I felt like would work out for me. Like I don't know, I felt good about it. I felt like I wanted to push myself. The reason I even play these games is because like I want to like see how far I can push myself, because I'm the type of person like I won't even stay in a motel. Like I need to stay in a Marriott. Like I don't even want to like you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
sleeping on the ground, I was like, there's no way in hell. And then for my first game, I played Sensation, Seven Deadly Sins. For that game, I was in so much pain. Sorry, I'm looking for my tea. I need some anti-inflammatory in my life right now. I was in so much pain because I have sciatica. My back was killing me from the ride down. I was like crying right before we met the cast. I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. I can't do this. Then I was like, hi, I'm Sam, like, acting like nothing's wrong. And I didn't want anyone to know I was in so much pain. But I would lay down, like, I would have to pick something up. I would be like this. I'd be like, guys, we all have to pick up some firewood. I did that because, like, I knew I couldn't pick it up. Like, I'd be like this. Like it was so bad. I don't know how nobody clocked me for being like unable to perform. And that's the only game, by the way, that I got to an individual immunity phase, and I couldn't perform because I was in so much pain. But that's also part of the reason I really, really have just been dying to make a merge, just to show just once that I can like do something. But
So,
yeah, I
so
got
you
up doing Reelfoot because I played actually Assassins to test out the production, see if I liked them. I played Assassins, and I loved Amos. Amos is the best. Pete was great too. I met a lot of Reelfoot alumni because I was low key like on the low surviving Reelfoot Alliance game. That's what that was. So unfortunately, I wasn't on the right side of that. But I guess I will not be next time.
so I guess coming into the game, what were you worried about anything?
Um, Yeah, I was definitely worried about the crazy wild, okay, like the brown recluses, the freaking black widows. I have never made fire, so it being called first fire I thought was really funny, because like I still went into it never practicing fire, but I was like, maybe my first fire will be here. I didn't make
Did you
fire.
did you come in with any like things you wanted to do or strategies, or you're just like we're gonna figure it out as we go?
Yeah, I really wanted to make merge. That that's really what I wanted. That's actually the only thing I wanted out of this game, other than to like make friends. But 'twas not in the cards. Um,
Before we went live, you kind of mentioned that you kind of went in a bit blind.
oh yeah, okay, so casting, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry I lied to you in my interview. I have never watched an episode of Reelfoot. The only reason but the only reason I did that was because like I felt like other games when I played Angelica and when I played Survivor PI, I went in very like watching all of it, very like obsessed. What could everything be? And it was not good for me. So I decided to go in blind, and I will go into any game I ever play moving forward, most likely blind, unless it's like Real Survivor, because I don't know. I just feel like that, and I feel like it did bode better for me because I was in danger like this entire game, and I still made it further than anybody thought. When I went to the exile camp, everyone was like, "Damn, Sam, we every vote they thought it was gonna be me, thought it was gonna be me, thought it was gonna be me," and like I made it right to the end, and then I almost beat all of them too. So like, you know what I mean? Like I did my thing, you know. No
And so
regrets, just love.
I'm curious because like there's some aspects of Reelfoot's a little unique, such as no vote outs till day 3. Was that something you kind of just learned when you're there? Like, okay, cool, I'll deal with it.
No, well, that was great. That was awesome. You know, like I think it's nice to give people a chance to play. Another reason I really liked Reelfoot, I would go back again and maybe do prod if I could swing it with my schedule. I work like a damn dog. Um,
So it's time for the game. You fly out to Tennessee. Who did you ride with from the airport, and who were you in the sequester room with? And did that
oh
matter at
my
all?
god, no, don't put me out on this right now. I'm so bad with names. I was with like this really cute guy. Just him, but he wasn't. No one in my cast. Sorry, bitches. None of you were cute. No, I'm kidding. But no, what was it? He was in the season before me. I'm so embarrassed. I hope he doesn't watch this. I just don't
All
remember
right.
his
So
name. He was
now
so
I'm looking at
cute.
who from last season could have been there. Tony
Oh my god,
Ford.
not. I can't even remember the name. I want to say Anthony.
There, Danny Jack. I don't know. So
Show
you
me.
grab the.
Show me them. I can point
Uh,
him out. He
Danny.
wrestled. I think he wrestled that guy Carl.
Oh my gosh! All right, so I'm just gonna go through the guys. Danny Jackson, James King, Jeff Sherman, Blake. I now actually don't know.
No, it
Bozick.
wasn't Blake. Wasn't Blake. Love Blake.
You said it's not Carl. Tony Ford, Ethan
Tony. It
Brummer.
was Tony. It was
Oh, it was Tony.
Tony.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. See, Anthony. Maybe his name is Anthony. Maybe I wasn't so bad.
Yeah. I need to get the wiki updated for that. All right. So you travel with Tony from the airport to the game. Who are you in the sequester room with?
I was on a couch. They didn't put me with anybody because I had so many damn bags. They didn't even want to put me with anybody. They were like, "Girl, we don't want to lug these up the stairs." And I was like, "I don't blame you, sis." You know. So I just
Wait,
got to sit on the
how many
couch
bags
right
did you
next to the
bring?
front door. Like, imagine like that's the door. Like that's the couch. Like they just put me right there. They were like, "Just don't look at anybody." And I was like, "Oh wait, word."
How many bags did you bring?
Oh my god. And I had to have Janai help me pack my suitcase at the end to fit more stuff in it because I went shopping with her. Um it was I brought my big Toomey suitcase. I brought um and I brought this blue. I don't know if I brought that bag actually. No, I brought my proof I have this waterproof like biker this. It looks so messy right now, but here do you see this? I this bag, but like not with all that in it. That's like my hooker clothes. Just kidding, I'm not a hooker. But go off hookers. No, it's like a bag that can withstand like, conditions. I didn't know if I'd have to sleep outside, what I would have to do, what I could bring. So that's like a bag I got off Amazon. I brought that. I brought another bag, and I always put a bag inside my bag to keep stuff in. So the bag that I put inside my bag so I could have another bag was this one. I don't know, like it's for it, but then the thing is, those are the bags I brought with me through the plane, right? But and then my purse, of course. But when I got there, I bought a bunch of stuff for the game. So Tony's car was like filled with my bags. Like I probably had like 4 shopping bags, like water bottles, Gatorade. I brought like tea tree oil. I brought everything I could possibly need.
So when the game begins, you are on the Purple
7
Kanane tribe.
bags. What?
Looking at so the game begins, you find yourself in the Purple Kanane tribe. What was your first impression of this group, and was there anyone you recognized from the cast?
Yeah, I recognize people they put on the other fucking side because I'm not allowed to have connections, but other people are allowed to have like 500 allegedly. Not gonna say who, but if someone knew half the fucking cast and still got to get cast with them, but I couldn't be with one person I knew. Just saying, Amos. Just saying. No, I'm kidding. I love you. I liked my tribe. I liked where I was. I fucking hate the color. What was the other color? Orange?
Orange.
Yeah, I hate that color. So I wound up on the right tribe for sure. And it was
How
a
was
confirmation that the merge buffs were so ugly brown. So I was like, I'm happy this wasn't my first merge.
so? How was
So
the opening challenge for
loved
you?
it. What was it?
That
The
first long
question?
reward challenge.
The first long reward show. What was that?
You
Refresh my
you
memory. I'm so out of.
you run
What'd you
you
say?
run you run you run around for a mile. You have to
Oh, the
eat some
first
mayo.
challenge, the first crazy one, girl. Oh my God, that was so traumatic. We woke up, they say, here's a jar of mayonnaise and a case of water, make it disappear from your freaking mouths. I was like, I know you're lying. Like, I know you're lying right now to me. There's no way. That was crazy. That was dirty. I don't know who thought of that. It was I'm as a viewer that was like hilarious, but for us, I was so happy that nobody noticed as I slowly and meekly was like, I'm not doing that. Like there was no way ever I was gonna do that if I'm so honest with you. Like there was no way in hell. I need honey. Hold on.
But your tribe wins.
Oh yeah, we won. We won even though they had Juan doing like a freaking Cirque du Soleil somersault cartwheels in the air, and we're just like praying for our lives that we can make it to the end. But yeah, we won. Yeah, we ate. We ate. Not me. I didn't eat the mayonnaise, but we ate.
So you arrive at camp. What were those opening hours like? Who were you getting along with, or like, oh, I think I can work with this person?
Right away, Lachey, and I really liked Brandon. I really liked like I felt good about Brandon, and I really felt good about Rob. Like I was just like something about him. And it wasn't just that he was hot. Like it was just like something about him, you know?
Now,
But 10 out of 10, Rob was poor Gina Marie for real.
when you arrive at camp, you find a cryptex at your fire pit. What were your thoughts with the cryptex? Did you want to open it?
My thoughts about that before and after are whoever the fuck is stupid enough to touch that right now and open it in front of everybody is an idiot. But luckily enough for Isaac, there were no idols or anything like that. So he didn't get a huge target painted on him for that. But that was crazy. That was crazy work to do that in front of everybody and to be like, let's all just do this. I was like, you are out of your minds. Like I was literally, I was sitting there like, what are you doing? Because I liked Isaiah, you know?
Mhm.
It's like, what are you doing, girl? No. But
Were
luckily,
were you
luckily for him, this is the only season where there were no fucking idols. So it didn't matter who looked anywhere for anything and how suspicious you looked because there was nothing to find. Like, I hope you're hungry for nothing. Ugh. My game could have been saved if there was just anything hidden besides the jar of
yes?
Tiffany.
So you don't have idols in your season. Everyone essentially starts
No,
with one
no, we
frozen
didn't.
idol. You have to combine them. What were your thoughts about that twist?
Uh, I loved it. No, I literally hate that was the worst twist ever. Like, I mean, dude, as a viewer, no, that was honestly pretty goated. Like, and that was cool, and like it was cool that like we all technically had a piece of power. That was a really cool twist, and I'm proud to have been a part of that. But like, man, dude, like anything would I needed something, and I'm so good at finding things. And like, oh, like it was so disappointing that there was nothing to find. Like, I feel like I like almost like I don't know. I would like I'm happy I was on this season. I like this season, but damn,
So was your
like
idea
it was
like
not good for
I,
me.
I
For
need I
me.
need to save this for the merge, or I need to find people who can share with me their idol pieces, or
What do you mean?
how did you want to use your idol piece?
Well, I wanted to use it the round that I went out with Rob, who had two more pieces to get out Isaiah, which was a plan that he wanted. But like when he was like, okay, like if I do this with you, you have to do it what I want. Like because he had brought it up to me. He trusted me and told me he had two pieces. I would never tell a soul that. Like, I mean, obviously right now the game's over, but in the game I would have never betrayed him. That's why I didn't at the trial at the tribal council be like, Rob, please. Like I didn't do that because I didn't want him. I wanted him to be in a good spot and for good reason. Who picked the winner? Me. But but like no, for the pieces, what I wanted to do was the round that I get got out this and play and I don't even make a move, but it's got to be who I want. And then before he even said anything, I was like Isaiah, and he was like, yeah. like I knew where he was at, and I could see Isaiah just like, and Isaiah as a person outside of the game, fantastic. For the first few rounds of the game was great with me, really nice, but like I could just see him slowly turning against me and like not wanting me there, and like I felt very like silenced by him a lot during challenges. I don't think he was doing it intentionally. We were all hungry and irritable, and like I don't take it personally, and this is not an attack on him by any means, but it was like the reason part of the reasons I was like crying at the end of every freaking challenge was because Isaiah would be like we'd be talking, right, all as a group, and then I would say like, oh like I think we should, for instance, the fire challenge, I was like, I should all bring our coats. And he's like, we don't need so many voices right now. But it was only like when I spoke that we didn't need so many voices, and that felt horrible. But like I also, like I said, everyone's irritable, everyone's angry. I'm definitely an acquired taste. Not everybody loves me right away. That's not like, it's okay. And I know that like it's also kind of annoying when somebody is always kind of like pitching in to like give advice or whatever, but like I was right. So I wish they would have just taken my advice.
So you kind of mentioned that you
Like,
felt good. You mentioned that you felt good about Brandon, Lachey, and Rob pretty early on, and that Isaiah was a person that you started. It kind of went downhill as the season went on.
yeah, but it
Was there
wasn't
any
bad
other
in the
people?
beginning. I liked him. At first I thought he was like not that at first I thought Isaiah was like kind of like I thought he was like dumb at the beginning for like, oh no, are you there? Can you still see me? I
I'm
thought he
there.
was
I can
dumb at
see
the
you.
beginning. Only for the freaking the twist thing. The little lock style, what'd you call it? The little
Yeah,
coded.
perfect.
I was like, I know you're lying. You just did that in front of everybody. Like that's all. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing else. I was like, what are you doing, girl? I was like, girl, no, girl, run. Don't get in the shower. The killer's coming. You know what I mean? I was like, what are you doing? But like other than that, like no, Isaiah was smart. Isaiah was a good team player. Like when we won, and it was good. It was good. It's just like I could see him slowly turning against me. I knew Geraldine and Nina were never gonna ride for me, would throw me under that bus as soon as they could, repeatedly. I was not shocked by that.
Yeah, talk to me about Gerald and Nina. Was it immediate, like, all right, we're not getting along, or was it like a slow realization, like, oh, we're just never going to be on the same side?
As long as Lachey wasn't lying to me, Nina felt like she was on the bottom from the beginning, so she did everything she could to make me the bottom. And it kind of worked, even though I got her. I did get her. I've never really successfully led a vote, and I couldn't have done it without like my other tribe mates going with me, but I led that vote. They were like, who is it? I was like, Nina, Nina right now. It has to be. Please, I beg you. I beg you, sir. I didn't feel good about it. And even and in her parting words, she was like, I don't know why Sam thinks I hate. I don't think she hates me. I don't think she hated me. I don't hate her. I did not. I am not stupid though, and I knew that she didn't want me in the game. Like I'm not dumb. She wasn't gonna work with me. You know? That's all right.
So, how
But I
was
didn't
that
think she
first?
hated me. I didn't think she hated me, just for the record. I know she said that on her way out. Nina, if you're watching this, I didn't think you hated me. Love you. Love you, mean it.
So, how was that first night sleeping in the woods?
We all acted like it was so bad, but honestly, it wasn't that bad for me. I liked it.
Really?
It was a little chill ski, don't get me wrong. And like also, well, the first night, hold on, I'm gonna let you lead it. Sorry, I keep going on tangents. My bad, BB.
Tangents are
Um,
fine.
okay, so yeah, no, it was fine the first night. I mean, they were like honestly, again, moral of the story, my tribe never listened to me. like, they were like, oh, so like, okay, let's say this is our camp, right? Okay, I need props. I need props. Let me show you. We're doing this. Okay. This is our camp. Do you see this? Okay.
Yes, I can.
You can see everywhere I just drew.
Yes.
Okay. We got 2 trees. We got a fire pit that really can't move. We could move it, but it was originally over here. We moved it like here. We got a random like platform thing. And I don't know if you can see, but over here there's like 2 trees, right?
Yep.
And then there's like 2 little prongs hanging up from this platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm like thinking we have one rope. It's not that long. It's long enough. They're thinking, oh, we should put the tarp. Let me find a freaking tarp thing. So maybe a tarp. They're like, we should put the tarp over this. And I was like, no, we shouldn't. But like, okay, like, but I'm going with the flow. I'm not neurotic, you know? So they're doing it. They're trying to loop. They're trying to loop the freaking rope through this prong to this prong to this prong to this prong to trees that are like so freaking far away. I was like, I know you're out of your mind, but okay, you want to do this? So then I'm like gently, I'm like, okay, like I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I've watched this like stupidity go on long enough. I'm like, we should probably just like, tie a rope here, tie a rope here, tie a rope here, tie a rope here. Like maybe like that would make sense. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, okay, I guess. You know what I mean? Not quite like that. I'm just like, paraphrasing in my way. Okay. But that's what they think. From the beginning, I think we got one tarp. We've got two trees close together. Where should we put it? I'm thinking, okay, we should put the string here, right? Make kind of like a teepee, or not teepee, like a tent
Mm-hmm.
out of the tarp. Maybe move the platform there if we could fit it, or like, and like if it's in balance, we put sticks under it, make it balanced, whatever. That's what I think we should do. Fire's right here, and then whatever. That's not what we did. Luckily, after I got voted out is when it torrentially downpoured and rained, because I probably would have lost my mind if I was there and like nobody listened to me when I said that, and then we all came to the conclusion later. I would have lost it.
So,
But yeah,
beginning of day 2, how are you
respectfully.
feeling about the game? How are you feeling about your place?
Honestly, I'm alright with it. I really did want to make the merge, but like what I did not want to do was like be stuck like Lachey, like in that freaking room, like like the jury room,
Yeah.
like stuck in there the whole time from getting voted out early. Because if I came back from that freaking like what we call comeback island, exile island, if I got back from that, like there's no way they would even let me get close to the end, dude. And I would have been cooked on that one challenge where, the one where freaking that crazy one where Chad was like pushing the thing up the
Yeah.
whole time. I was like, I know you're lying. I know you're lying. Oh, I knew Chad. I knew Deb. You asked us earlier. I didn't answer it. I knew Chad. I knew Deb. I knew Jay West. And apparently, I ran into Trav at a party in New York City that I didn't recognize him.
How'd you
But
know
he recognized
Deborah?
me. We played Sensation together. She was on the jury. She came from off the road. No, not really. But she was just like, we
How,
played together.
how'd you meet
Had to get
Chad?
her out. Huh?
How'd you meet Chad?
We played Angelica together. And he played the mole, like Destination Mole, with a friend of mine the year before, or like
Mhm.
right before. I don't know, something like that. Last year.
So during the second day, Anada's going to run a reward challenge, and Kobe's going to visit your camp. How was that?
I was, honestly, without the advantages around, it just kind of was like, I don't know, not that eventful with like these things. Everyone thought Kobe was lying while we were just lying through our teeth to Kobe. And I was just like, I don't understand this. Like, I was like, stop it with the lies. What are we playing? Survivor? You know? But it's okay. Sorry, I have to change my temperature in here. It's getting a little hot.
All good. So I'm curious. So you and the other tribe, you go back and forth in those reward challenges, right? It seems like you're pretty even. Before
Yeah, honestly, loved that for us, but hated that for me. And
it's like all
also, can we talk about how they made me sit out of a fucking puzzle challenge and then had the nerve to vote my ass out when we probably wouldn't have even been out of it if they let me play?
could you have solved the challenge?
Yes.
And so the
I
entire time
did
you
it
just been
by
watching.
myself after I got voted out because everything was still set it up. I did it by myself. Yeah, with the pieces and everything. Thanks, guys.
So did you know that there's a
Respectfully.
non-zero chance the Orange Tribe could have thrown that challenge?
It's a non-zero chance.
There's
What?
there I believe Aliana, I want to say Aliana, wanted to throw that challenge. so they could vote out Juan.
Like, fuck them for making me sit out. Dude, I know you're lying to me right now.
Like I think that it got squashed, but there was an initial push on that tribe to throw that final immunity challenge, which would have changed everything for you.
Uh-huh. And you want to know what everyone was like? Oh, who's our? I mean, like, I think they all knew it was me, except for with Rob. I would have not done it to Rob. But like they were all like, "Who's our like? What's the word? Our loose end or our whatever, like something for not loose. Okay, first of all, go. I'm not a loose cannon, but no, our like who would like flip?
Yep.
Who's our not weak link, but like who's our loose end? Maybe it's loose end. I think that is what it is. And I was like, I'd be in confessionals. I'd be like, it's me. Please swap me. I'm the loose end. I will flip. Like it was me. Like I was gonna do that. I needed a swap so bad. I got like not swapped fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
so bad.
at what point did you realize, oh, there just isn't going to be a swap?
Like probably 2 rounds before or a round before I left. I was like when we were sat up there and I was like, please swap, and they were like, no. I was like, oh, I just have to win this or I'm not gonna be able to make it. There's no way I'm going to that merge feast. Like I'm not getting my radishes or my broccoli or anything I want. Crazy.
Is that your dream merge feast? Radishes and broccoli?
I was just dying for a radish. I would have killed you for a radish in that game. No, I'm kidding. No. No, I liked it. I
So
like radishes. They're so good. Crunchy.
your original purple tribe, can you rank them from most to least important for your game?
For like, what do you mean? Because like honestly, like if that's a hard way to think of it, because even the people that were negatively impacting my game, like Geraldine and Nina, and then Isaiah, and then Lachey, um, like even like thinking of it like that, because Lachey wasn't bad, and Isaiah they weren't bad at the beginning, but it's just like as we went on, they felt tighter with Geraldine. They felt like Geraldine wasn't gonna flip it merge. Like
I
I
guess
get why they did what they did, but
let's
like
take it
to
from
rank it like good for my game, like I liked and were good for me and I could have worked with, you mean?
yeah.
Because like the thing is, honestly, even though they weren't good for my game, like I lost my train of thought, but like it's like the people who were still weren't good for it, they still had purpose for me. You know what I mean?
I guess for more context, let's do it from day 2, right before that first immunity challenge. And so we can so rank your tribe most to least important to your game prior to any tribal councils having occurred.
Prior to any tribal councils, that sucks. Because I mean, so Nina, Janai, and Geraldine can all share the bottom spot because
Okay.
I don't really like even though after I got out and I talked with Janai, I realized she actually just wasn't very keen on the game and I should have kept her like Lachey thought we should in the beginning, and that's something I regret.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I guess for my game at the beginning, that's tough because like I wish I could I don't know. I wish I could go back and do it differently, but like I didn't have like a real way forward no matter what I did. So there's 2 ways I could have ranked that. I could have put like Lachey and then like Trav and Rob at the top, and then probably Isaiah and then the other 3 at the bottom. Or I could do like Lachey, Isaiah, Rob, Trav. But after the vote out where Trav went out, my everything changed to put Rob on top, like for sure. Like, but Rob was still like I felt the tightest with Lachey and Rob, and that's what was tough for me because Rob wanted to go the way with Trav where he was safe on top, but I was going to be in that pecking order eventually because Nina was in on that, and I
Yeah.
knew that I wouldn't be. I knew that she was always going to keep coming for me because I was the name that came out of her mouth first, which I don't even understand why. She didn't even try to talk to me in the beginning. And then, like, I hated that. But, like, I get it. She probably thought I was the next, like, weakest link or something in the eyes of everybody else. Like, I guess she was just socially trying to perceive that. I don't understand it. But I guess that's what it would be. Because if Trav had stayed around, yeah, I might have been able to stick around sooner, but Nina would have never have gone, especially knowing now that there were no advantages because I would have had to idle her out or something. And Geraldine. Or do like a safety without power or something like that. There was just nothing like that in this game. I just got fucked. I don't know.
When did you first hear your name being thrown around?
Round 1, before we even had a tribal, because Nina was scared she was in the bottom, so she wanted to make me the bottom. Like, it was like mean, low key. Like, I guess someone has to do it, and like I could have done it to her, but I didn't because I give people a chance. But you know,
You mentioned like if you can go back in time and change things. If you could, what would you what would you
I
have done
would I
differently?
would vote Nina out first round like Lachey wanted to. I literally, it's low key. It's so ironic because I low key like saved Nina because I was like, no, we should go with Janai. Like Janai's not workable. Janai would have stayed with us. Like Nina was literally putting on another side pecking order with like, not pecking order. She was like at the top with like Trav and Rob. And yeah, and I don't know who else is in that. Maybe Jerlin. I don't even know. Um, yeah, not good. Like not good for me. I should have just like gone with it. But I was thinking, oh, I don't want to be mean. Like maybe I can give her a chance. Maybe we can connect. Yeah, I should have just done that. But like also, I felt bad making her first out. I felt bad making anybody first out.
Yeah.
I like I wish we didn't lose that round so we all could have stayed in another couple, you know, and maybe gone along better. Maybe things could have changed because I feel bad for Janai too. Like I feel like that was not nice to do to her.
So
But I
let's
don't
let's
want to be
imagine
either.
let's imagine you do vote out Nina out first. What would the boot order then been on your tribe if Nina did out first?
I don't know because, like, as you could see, I'm an abrasive personality. I rub people the wrong way here and there. Eventually, I still probably would have thrown in there eventually, but maybe it wouldn't have been quite as
Mhm,
adamant from the beginning.
mhm.
You know?
So you, as you said, like you have that first immunity challenge, you win the first immunity challenge, but something unique about your tribe is you all just scramble like you lost that entire night and next morning, right?
Yeah, like it's just annoying, and I think that was because I don't know because I wasn't in those conversations because I was one of the names. Because
It's,
I'm always one of the fucking names in the beginning. Like, it just always happens to me. But I am good at getting out of it. But like I like it's because you learn in the fire, I suppose.
so what are the best strategies for getting out when your name is being thrown around?
See what's six to the damn wall. Throw anything you can. Like, what do you mean? I mean, I tried to be strategic about it, but like that was a hail mary that like me or Lachey didn't go that one round that we got out. Trav, that was like a hail mary. I don't even know how we did it. Oh my god, there's a bug. Hold on. Like sleep in the woods, no problem. But a bug in my apartment, I'm gonna die. Hold on. This is lifetime right now. How do I do? Hold on. Oh my god. What was the question?
So that scramble,
Yeah.
you throw out Janai's name and it sticks during that time.
Well, it was between Janai and Nina for the people that I was working with, if they were being honest with me. Oh my god, it's a bee. No. So you see that motherfucker?
Yeah, you got it.
And now he'll die in there. No, I'm gonna free him. I need him to calm down first.
So
Oh my god. Wish me luck right now. Oh my god.
you have your second immunity challenge, right? Hot pursuit, where you have to run
Yeah.
around in circles. It doesn't go well. It's
Okay.
totally
Okay, get away. My silly. I'm fighting for my life right, brother.
you okay?
Okay, what was the question?
That second immunity challenge, hot pursuit, run around in a circle, didn't go well.
Yeah.
And so
With the box, with the little beads, the box.
this is where we were carrying the snake.
Mama, I was never gonna be a contributor to that challenge. She's not a runner. You see, I put that on my freaking tagline. That's me.
I
She's
like
not
it.
a runner.
So
She'll never
with
be.
your tribe finally going to tribal council, talk to me about the scramble leading up to it.
Oh my god, I don't even remember. It was bad. It's always bad for me. It's always my name. I walk up to conversations. They're like, "Can we have a?" We literally like this is. I walk up to people, and then this is what they're like to me. They're like, "Can we just like have a minute?" I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll just go fuck myself over here. Like, you know, I get it though. Sometimes I'm on that side of it where you have to like distract that other person.
So, I mean, going to the tribal
What's going on
council,
though?
were,
I
were
know,
you
did I answer
pretty
the
sure it
question?
was? Were you pretty sure it was going to be Janive getting voted out, or were you like, oh, it's 50-50?
What's 50-50 between me and who?
Janive.
I mean, I thought people were with me because like I was more valuable in terms of actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna say that. At least for puzzles, I was probably a little more valuable than Janai. You know? But like I will say this, because I went over her, she's stronger than me, bitch. I'll tell you that. Janai ain't weak, baby. She ain't weak. That was a mistake we sent her home.
Because the
But
next
I mean, I'm
challenge you
glad it
lose.
wasn't me, but Janai ain't weak. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that, mama.
Because you
I
have
hope you hear
sumo
me
at
from
sea.
Canada, bitch, wherever you are. Love you. I love her. She's great.
So because you have sumo at sea, right? You're going 1v1 against another
Bye.
tribe.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm busy. I can't talk. I can't talk about that. Sumo at sea. Go fuck yourself. I hate that challenge.
Who'd you go up against?
Allie. Or no. I don't know. The redhead. What's her name? The one who almost won, but didn't.
Allison?
Was her name Allison?
Yeah.
Yeah, her. She was nice. She was nice. Nice girl. I have nothing to say bad. I just,
So
or really good. I didn't want to. I had her for a second, but it's like I feel like I don't know. I fucking slipped. You're in the middle of a river. Like, what do you want? I don't know. That sucked. I hate that challenge, and I hate that challenge because I'm not by nature. I'm just not a violent person. I don't want to push someone off a platform. Like, I really didn't want to do that. Like, I really didn't want to do that. Um, when they asked if people could sit out, I knew 2 people on my tribe had disabilities, so I did not raise my hand. And they didn't raise their hands either, you know, or I think one of them did. But like, which I don't blame them. Um, I didn't do that though. I didn't want to do that challenge. I was uncomfortable with that challenge. But I didn't want to. I thought maybe I could do it, like, but I didn't want to. I hated it. I was frazzled. I was having anxiety. I wanted to cry. Like, I hated that. I hated that challenge. I wish James wouldn't put that challenge in anymore. I don't like that challenge. I don't like. I don't like. I don't want to have to push somebody down. I don't want to have to get into an animalistic part of my mind and try to just like go at somebody. It's just not something I do. I hated it.
so you lose the challenge.
Yeah.
This is where the Trav versus Lachey drama really comes to being. What was your perspective on that?
Yeah. What about it?
So
What do you want to know?
what was your thoughts on Trav and Lachey? And especially how they
I
were
really
working
liked Trav
together.
and Lachey. I hated backstabbing Trav, but I knew like that was the only chance I had at that point of flipping the pecking order and maybe being on top. And I was for like a vote, but even
And
though
so
my
you
name was still
mentioned
out there every fucking vote because no, I guess my name tasted good on their lips. I don't know. They just had to keep tasting it and stop.
how'd you make this vote come together?
So I didn't orchestrate the Trav vote. I'll be very honest about that. That was all like Isaiah and Lachey. But I was an integral part of it. They needed my vote because if I would have voted for Lachey, it would have tied it. We like could have potentially gone to rocks, but we probably wouldn't have, and somebody would have flipped. And then who knows who would have gone.
But you
But
were never voting for Lachey.
um in that first one, if I was convinced she would have, like in that one where it was between the both of us, I might have then, but I didn't want to. No, you know what? Actually, you know what? No, I definitely wouldn't have. I would have thrown my vote. I would have just put it on someone random. I would have voted for like Nina or Geraldine.
Yeah, so let's say if it was Trav versus Geraldine, how do you vote?
Geraldine.
And there we go.
She wasn't gonna work with me. She wasn't gonna work with me. Like I just wasn't like that's all it was. Like I could see like there's a trick to it. It's not foolproof. But when you're playing, when someone's literally like talking to you and they like you, their pupils are like big. That's a thing. Like your pupils are big. When you look at like a piece of cake you really like, you want to eat it, your eyes are like wide. However, let's say you like hate Brussels sprouts, someone puts a plate of Brussels sprouts in front of you, your pupils get tiny. So when Geraldine and Nina would talk to me, I couldn't hardly even see their pupils. Like I was like, I know you don't like me. I was like, I know you don't fuck with me. I know you want to write my name down. Like I'm not like, and I also when I say that too, because like I said, I don't know how I don't. Is anyone even watching this right now? But
Yep, some
like
people.
um, all I know is that like with Geraldine and Nina, like it wasn't that like I'm talking purely game. They weren't like we weren't good for each other in a game sense as people, like, I mean, I shouldn't have to say that, but I want to say it
Yeah.
as a disclaimer. So people don't think I'm just like out here talking mad shit. Because I mean everything I say right now. Everything. Good and bad. But yeah.
And so you blindside Trav.
Yeah.
Rob and Nina are left out of the vote. How are you feeling after this tribal council? Because your name wasn't written down.
Um, I felt good, but the thing is, like, I still, yeah, my name wasn't written down, but my name came up every fucking tribal. Like, it doesn't feel good to be under fire like that all the time. Like, talk about first fire, like, I mean, under fire constantly. Oh,
And
I see how bugs are getting. I'm gonna tell my landlord my screens are broken and bugs are getting in. Please don't do that again. Oh my god, I'm like wondering why it's so hot in here. Hold on. Wait, can you see me? Oh fuck. I'm back. What was the
all right, you're back.
question?
So
Oh, Rob and Nina. I felt okay about that, but wait, let me tell you. Don't forget what you're gonna say. Write it down. Don't forget. Don't forget. What was I gonna say? No. I warned Rob about that. I risked my whole fucking game of having a whole blow up a tribal council because I didn't want to risk my relationship with Rob. I pulled him aside. He was like, Sam, like, he's like, is this just like an act? He's like, what's going on? And I was like, dude, like, I was like, I have to tell you something. You have to promise me you're just not going to say anything. You're not going to do anything. And he was like, I can't. I was like, well, you're not in danger, but like, I need to tell you. I was like, I got to tell you. I was like, I'm going to tell you. I was like, I'm put my game in your hands right now. You could fuck up my whole game if you want, but I'm telling you this right now. I was like, dude, like, I was like 100%, like Trav is leaving right now. And he was like, what? And I was like, if they're not lying to me, Trav is leaving right now. And he was like, what? And I was like, he's going. I was like, in case he comes back from the battle back, I was like, just keep voting, just vote for Lachey still. Like, I was like, but like, please don't say anything. I was like, I'm begging you. And he's like, what if I'm next? I was like, you're not next. I was like, I'll never let it be you. And he was like, you promise? And I was like, yeah, like it was basically like that, a conversation. But yeah, I told his ass immediately. I
because
had a genuine connection with Lachey too, and Brandon. I had connections with most and Isaiah too. I just like even Nina and I connected on her way out. It's just like, but who I felt the closest to really were like Rob and Lachey. But I could tell Lachey was slowly just like she was just more loyal to Isaiah.
yeah, because
That's
if you
right.
look at kind of your tribe as a whole, it feels like there's like two factions. You have Lachey, Isaiah, kind of Brandon and Geraldine, and then you kind of the Rob, Trav, and Nina faction. You kind of are in the middle between them in a sense.
Well, honestly, like they were a lot as upfront about how like Geraldine being with that. Like I feel like that happened a little later after she flipped with us and went against Trav. Because it really was like me, Lachey, Isaiah, and Brandon.
And Geraldine kind of stepped in and took her spot at some point.
Oh, I mean, essentially, yeah. Because I wouldn't say took my spot. I would say they formed something different because they saw that I was like the loose end, and I was. I would have flipped. I would have gotten. I would have tried to flip it immediately. I would like my target was and would have remained Geraldine until she was out of the game, unless she could have changed it with me. But like I even heard, I'm so happy that I stuck with it because at first I felt bad flipping it to her after she like went with us and took Nina out. But I was like, I don't know, something still doesn't feel right about this to me with Geraldine. And then it turns out like when she's like, oh my god, like I'm gonna like it's Sam next then if we're doing Nina, like it's Sam next. Like my gut was so right the whole fucking time. Like I had it clocked. I get slowly turning. I think him getting closer to Geraldine made that happen. I don't think that he was super against me until that. And that's all right. It's a game. They did what they had to do.
Yeah, because like it sounds like from talking to other players, you were pretty upfront with the other tribe about like your position in your tribe.
Because I did not imagine there wouldn't be a swap. I wanted them to know, pull me in, pull me in. And I would have been me and Rob, and I would have tried to protect Lachey and earlier on, before Isaiah started turning against me, Isaiah.
Yeah, because I think in a swap situation, you would have benefited great in a swap situation. Essentially, it would give you a lot more mobility.
Yeah. Say lovey though. No, it didn't happen. It's all right.
So you have an individual immunity challenge, right? Because both tribes win the tribal council. Brandon
Yeah.
wins for your tribe. How do you get Nina to give you the vote here?
For what?
How do you get Nina voted out?
I just like talked to Lachey and Isaiah. And then also Rob separately. And I was like, please, it has to be Nina. Like, it has to. She won't work with me. Please, it has to be Nina. And Brandon. Like, I was like, it has to be Nina. It has to be Nina. I'm like, honestly, I didn't even know if it would work. I didn't know if they were just going to go like, no, this is it. And just tell me what to do. But like, I was like, please, I'm begging you. But like, you know, Lachey like wanted Rob. I was like, no, not my Shayla. Like, no, I wasn't gonna let that happen. And thank God, because when I picked the season, if it couldn't be me, I wanted it to be him.
So do you think your game would have been better if Rob goes out instead of Nina here?
No.
Okay.
No. In fact, I probably would have left with Rob. I wasn't staying on that tribe after that. Nope. No, baby. No. But Nina got me in the end, didn't she? She beat me on that fucking battle back. I just tried to move my damn pinky, and I was like, ah, you're lying. But you know what? I found out after the fact that like she had been in another game, and that she really that she like I found this out from a friend of hers who was on Prod. Mel. She said that like that Nina had been in a different game and had a battle back situation where she didn't make it through or something bad happened with it. And like after that, I felt like, you know what? Like I feel like good that in her like story arc of Survivor for her, like I felt good that, you know what, like that she was able to go on. Do I think that
I
the
think
season suffered because of it? Yes, I think that I was one of the best personalities on the season. I think that there may be two other people who could stack up to me personality wise. Sorry. And yeah. But other than
talk to me about that challenge
that,
because Sam, you
what?
rock that you rock that redemption challenge. You and Nina are fighting it out at the very end.
I tried to move my pinky. I shouldn't have moved. That's all right. It happens. I still beat almost every fucking one of them who all went, it's Sam next, it's Sam next, it's Sam next. No, it wasn't gonna be me next. I worked hard. You're only right once.
Um, uh,
I fought
talk
for
to me
my
about
life in
the
that game.
Talk to me about your final round in the game. This is the round where you sit out of the immunity challenge, your tribe fails in the puzzle, and then you get voted out.
That was
So,
horrible. I was so mad. And then like and to hear like there was a conversation I heard like after the fact. It was I stopped watching all the Real Foot videos from the season, by the way, after seeing this, 'cause I was like so annoyed and I was like, this is not good for my headspace. I need to detach. But it was Geraldine and freaking Isaiah talking, and he was like, "Oh, of course she said she could have done it. She always said that. Like, oh, I could have done that. I could have done that." I'm like, "Yeah, because you guys never listen to me." Like, it was frustrating. Like, how does it feel to be proven wrong, literally on camera? Like, that's not cool. It's not cool. Like, be nicer. But again, you know what? I say that with a grain of salt because we're all starving, hot, hungry, surviving, and just trying not to be the next name. And I was the easy name, and they took the easy way out, and it's okay. You know, like I understand. You know, and they stood with me for a lot of it, and they were good people, and we had fun. But you know, we connected a lot as a tribe. What was the question you were asking about? What
that
the last
the round you go home.
and I
What
go
were you trying
home.
to
Yeah,
do?
that was it was frustrating because I just got beeswax on my frickin' nail with turmeric. The round I go home, yeah, like no, it was frustrating to hear, like because like I could have done that. I could have done that, And they didn't care whether they won or lost, really, because they knew that they would just get me next. They were all sitting pretty, like, you know what I mean? There was, and I kind of like talked Rob out of using the idol on me because I was afraid. What if there was another round? I was like, then it's one of us next for sure, and they might have gone for him instead of me. And I didn't want to tank his game, and like maybe that was stupid. It was stupid of me because if we did that, we would have made it. But like, you know, I'm just like inherently, I'm a very loyal player. And at that point, my loyalty was to Rob. I could see everyone else switching around. I could see Lachey not connecting with me the same way that round. Like I could sense it. I'm not stupid. I saw it coming. I was not blindsided. Um, you know,
Yeah,
it was
there's a
awful.
there's a
But like it's a game. That's part of it. People get voted out. It's okay. But like yeah, like to see them. And then I also walked back, but I walked back with Gerald and I was like, I tried not to be like, oh, I could have done, I could have done that. And she like twisted it when she told Isaiah about it, and she said like that, which is it's a game. You're supposed to lie. I get it. It's nothing personal. Game respects game. But like she said that like oh that her impression of me, she didn't impress me. She was like Sam was like, oh, I could have done that, I could have done that. I didn't. That's not how I said it at all. I was like, yeah, I have done that puzzle on a smaller scale before. I probably could have done it, but who knows? I never did it on a big scale. I was trying to like make them not feel bad about it. You know what I mean? And strategically like maneuver. But instead, Geraldine goes back and acts like I was like, oh, I could have done that. Like I was like, ew, I just resented that. I was like, that was a little rude, but it's a game. It worked, right? Because that it like stirred up the shit talking on me. You know, this came so natural all around. But you have to eat. You're gonna do one. It's not like they could have done anything, but I don't think they cared if they won or lost. To be honest, I think that's why they didn't care if I was in it for a puzzle challenge. But they knew I was the best puzzler. They didn't care. They knew what they were gonna do. Geraldine probably wanted to lose that one. Get rid of me because I wouldn't have good for her. And she sensed that. She's smart. You know.
there's
She'll
a
be my
lot of
bird
question
target.
about your bead this round.
My what? Oh
Your
yeah, because I went to Redemption Island and I acted like I dropped my bead because I didn't know if I didn't win.
mhm.
You know, so I lied and said that Redemption Island or whatever, the Exile Island, and then they acted like. So then they all were like, "Oh, Rob has the bead, this and that." Trav gave Rob his bead during one of the challenges when it was like in game, in play, whatever, you know. And I would, if I knew I was leaving, I would have given Rob my bead leaving. But he like I think either he like made the decision to like let me go then, or he really thought like maybe he could just hold on to it and that I'd be able to stay too. Like I don't know what the truth is. Like I said, I haven't watched any of these. I don't even know if you did a deep dive with him yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't know. Based on his jury speech, it didn't really seem like I would like he viewed me as an integral part of his game, but he was certainly an integral part of mine, you know.
Well, all I
But
can say
teamwork
is
doesn't always count.
there's a large argument that occurs in the merge about your bead and who has it and where it went.
LOL. But I don't care, just tell me. So
So essentially, because Rob has two beads, he has two sets of paperwork. No one knows that Trav gave Rob the bead, right?
yeah.
Isaiah looks in Rob's bag, sees the paperwork, believes that you gave Rob your bead. And so there's a lot of drama over what
He
Rob
would
had.
go in someone's bag. I would never do that in a game. You can't, like, listen, but they don't have that. But he got further than me, right? I just couldn't do that. Go someone's bag.
So
But there's something personal.
so there's a lot to do about your bead, who has it, where it went. Nina gives a wrong answer, an accident, which causes everyone the buzz to try to figure out what's happening because you give Nina your bead, right? Is that what happens to it?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I think I said somebody dropped a bead. Maybe I lied about something at Exile Island. I don't even remember. I was like, oh yeah, somebody dropped a bead. We found a bead on the ground. Like I just like lied. Like
How long are you at Excel for? Not long, I think.
like enough to paint the freaking thing that says exile like
The flag.
outcasts, and I wrote back comeback kid in case like he was able to come back. But I was obviously just kidding around. Um no, I had enough time to paint that. I did my confessional. I think that they said this is the first ever confessional in front of the whole tribe. I did a confessional in front of everybody. They were like, "Who do you want to say?" I was like, "This person, this person, this person." Like looking them all in the eye. I was like, "I don't give a fuck." I did not care. I was so tired. I didn't even want to do the challenge. I wanted to lay in the air conditioning, but like I was still in the game, and I was like, "Damn, dude!" I was like, "This really could be how I win. Like this could be a winning arc for me." And I think that if I got back, like I think like I really had a shot at winning this season. But if right.
Yeah, talk to me about the what if. So let's say you do beat Nina, you do go back in the game, you have essentially 3 beads, you have a full idol. What do you do?
What I would do is try to convince Rob to go over the other side with me. I would try to link up with Chad and see what I could do there. And what Allison? There's an Allie and an Allison, right? That's why I think I'm getting
Yes,
confused.
there are both.
So Allison, although Allie, I think she was like fun too. Like you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
I think
I really think like I would have gone. Hmm.
Aliana was a lot of fun. I think you would
What?
have I think you would have enjoyed playing with her.
I think she would have liked playing with me too. I think would have had a great time. She was definitely one of the personalities on that season. You know. Um. But yeah, I just really hoped like I could get to the other side, that I could convince Rob to go over. I would go over with all the beads. I would know he had two, and we really could have orchestrated. And yeah, he might have taken me out later, but like I really like I wanted to make it to like six because that's my last name. Like that's like a special number to me. So I was like, oh, six would be cool. But I just wanted to make it to the merge, you know? Of course, I wanted to win, but I really think like I don't see it. No matter what, I don't see me winning because unless I just really kill at the challenges and just keep winning.
Mhm.
Like because like there's no way if I come back from Exile Island, right? Or like from the Outcast tribe, if I come back from there, okay, and then I go to come back from there. And then after being on the bottom on every vote, them thinking of the bottom, me like sobbing after we win or lose everything. Like there's just no way they let me sit at the end. Like they have to be idiots. And these people were not idiots. These are very smart players I played with this season. The only dumb thing I saw, and luckily he was saved, there was no idol in that thing, was Isaiah opening that little switchamadoo at the beginning. But other than that,
Mhm.
very smart players. And like, even though like I could feel angry about how they were turning, like, how Isaiah kind of turned against me and Lachey to kind of get me out, and Brandon really, to get me out and go more with Geraldine because she was more even cool, like even keeled and played cooler, you know? I
Mhm.
can't really be mad because it's like if the name's not you, why the fuck wouldn't you go with it? Like, I respect that. I get it. I just didn't. I didn't like it because it was me. What, you fucking blame me? You know? All right.
How how was your post game experience once you were in Ponderosa?
Ponderosa was the best, and this is one of the reasons I'm happy that I got out. Wait, can you hear me? Did you freeze?
Yes,
One
I
one
can
of the
hear
reasons I was
you. You're
happy I
good.
got out when I did. I got to hang out with Prod. I had the best time ever, man. I'm getting drunk at night, not during the day. We don't drink during the day, Prod. But I was having fun. Having the time of my life. I was out, I got to see a beautiful view. I got to sit on the porch, stoop chilling. I got to watch some of the things. Go even play like minis at night. It was a lot of fun. I don't feel like it was a waste of my money or my time or anything. I got to get to know people. Um, but in terms of my placement, something I actually want to touch on I didn't talk about was that like I felt very isolated because of my placement from the entire cast, and I still do. And like you can ask any of them. Like I don't really interact in the chat much. Once in a while, they'll have like a rare Sam sighting. Also because I work like a dog. Like I work so much, but I work like my two jobs, and I'm always working. Then I try to socialize with my friends. I gotta sleep sometime. I'm moving into a new place. It's my apartment. Those are my boxes. It's my apartment. But I felt very isolated from this cast. And I'm really grateful that I got out what I did. I got to hang out with Prod because I think that I wouldn't be saying I had the experience I had now, like without Prod and like their aftercare they did and how they all like checked in on me and stuff. Because like for me, like on my tribe, like at the end, I really felt like it was just me and Rob. I felt like that was the only person I could trust. I saw them all turn that round and I was like, damn, like I really thought maybe like Lachey and Brandon might stay with me. But like I could see the look in their eyes and they were like, oh no, don't worry, it's Gerald. And I was like, okay. Like I was like, word, like I was like, I'm on my way to my funeral right now, word, because I can't convince Rob to do this. Because I guess they either tricked Rob or he made the decision to cut me. And either way, I respect it. And it's okay. But like, I was very. What were we gonna say?
Oh, Rob votes with you that final tribal council.
I know, but like, did he do that to make me feel better on the way out, or did he do that because they really tricked him? Like, I don't know.
He wanted your bead, I think. So I think he wanted to show solidarity to try to get so you give him the advantage.
But I couldn't give him the bead. I wasn't gonna give him the bead in front of everybody. That would be stupid. That's why I told him. I said, "Tell me if it's me. I'll give you my bead now." I meant that. He should have taken me up on it. He would have had a try. He would have had a. I would rather he stay another round because what were the odds I was gonna come back? I didn't know I was gonna perform.
Really high.
Yeah, allegedly. No, but I felt very isolated. I felt very isolated from the tribe because or like from everybody because on my tribe I felt like it was just me and Rob at the end. And even then, like I was like, oh, he'd probably just let me go. Like that's what I thought, you know. But I wouldn't be mad because look, he still soared and went far, and he was good, and he was a good confidant to me and a friend, and, you know. But like, I fell on the bottom of that. They were always talking about me. I was the name on everybody's lips, and then like I get to the outcast tribe, and I'm there for like 10 minutes. So like I didn't bond with like anybody. Like really at the end of the day. Like I didn't get the same experience because the rest of them went on to do jury together and be together the whole time. And then all the other ones, they had all these adventures. Oh, we went to Walmart, we did this and that. Oh, Frank taught us how to build this and do this. And I'm like, word, like I just like felt like I was emotionally tortured. And then I came here and I feel like I don't fit in with any of you. And then we're all playing these games and like they all have these bonds and I don't. And like thankfully Prod was so good to me and I felt like I made friends there, you know? And don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm not talking trash on the whole cast. I would feel like if I had able to spend time with the people on the other tribe even it would have been all right. But like, you know,
Am I hearing
I feel like I felt like it was like outcasts and it was jury and then it was me. Like didn't feel like part of it.
Are you wishing you got voted out earlier?
No, I wish I would have made it one more fucking round.
Even if you're the merge boot and have to be in the room alone by yourself or instead of Lachey?
No, I still would have. Yeah, I still would have liked to make it. But you know what? No, I think there's something to be said about being like the icon of the pre-merge, which I was. Sorry if you're watching. Sorry, Jay West. Just kidding. Love him. He would have been. He really still was an icon, and if he and I got to play together, oh, would have been over for these bitches.
So
would have been over.
Design me your perfect tribe. What 8 people from the season would have been the best starting tribe configuration for you?
Me, obviously, Jay West, Deb. Deb would have worked with me. I would have worked with Deb. I think you said Allie, like the girl, like Aliana, like yeah. I don't know about Chad now because afterwards I heard that he was talking some smack because he thought like he was thinking like I was running the tribe. I don't even know. I heard all different things. So honestly, Chad, I love you, but I don't know if I'd put you in my dream tribe. Maybe. I just feel like I don't know because he didn't have my back in Angelica either. For just me personally,
You design the
Lachey, because if Isaiah's not in a tribe with Lachey, I see her being loyal to me. And 8, I need 3 more.
3 more. You gotta put Rob on there, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Rob. Definitely Rob, lucky number 6. Okay. Definitely Rob. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm not picking any girlies though. I only have 2. But I'm not honestly, girls hate me normally. Who else? Definitely not anyone else from my tribe. But Brandon. And
You take Janai?
Probably Janai. But you know what? I was between Janai and Juan. I really liked Juan.
Yeah. You can have 9, so not that
Juan, yeah. That's
there
it.
You go.
But like, I mean, like, I didn't get to bond with a lot of other people, you know?
And so overall, it sounds like your post game experience, thanks to production, was still a really positive element.
Oh, so great. And I felt isolated because of my placement. Like if they had planned it and things hadn't timed out the way they did, maybe I would have had more time to bond with the outcasts
Yeah.
afterwards. I think that was the flaw for me. Like that's not anyone's fault. Like I didn't get to do anything with them. You know what I mean? So they all felt like a tribe and they'd be like, oh, outcast this, outcast that, signing stuff at the end. And I was like, I literally like don't even feel like I was one of you. And I certainly wasn't one of the other, was one of the merge. And then on my tribe, like I just felt so like I felt exiled a lot of it, and like I felt in danger. Come on, dude.
There you go. You were back. Now you're not. Now you're back.
Here I am. Yeah, he's gonna keep calling. It's my brother, but it's fine. It's just it might happen here and there. Just get used to it. It'll stop eventually.
So, any surprises watching the merge play out for you?
Am I surprised what?
Any surprises in the merge as you watched it play out?
No. I I was not shocked to see some of my tribe members go. I to be honest, I don't know. I think like they no, I'm not gonna say.
Is you mentioned like if you made merge, you'd have to win some immunity challenges most likely.
Oh, baby, I would have had to win a lot of them, and at the end where it counted, or else like, there was no way they keep me because there's no way they see me as like a goat. Like, do you know what I mean? There's no way they see me as like a goat to bring to the end. There's no way I'm seen like that
Which
because like if I made it back, no way. If like say I didn't get voted out and I made the merge, maybe I could have gone a little further safely
Mhm.
because like I think that the comeback story would have been like too smart of a storyline with my game to it would have been like a winning story, you know?
What of the merge challenges? Which challenge you're like that was my challenge and I would have won it if I was there?
Oh my god, the circle loopies, the circle
Yeah,
loopies.
like the circle, like yeah, that one.
And the one that I think Nina won
Puzzles.
with the puzzles, and also the one with the balancing with the balls. I'm good at that too. Like I'm a waitress and a bartender. I'm not a waitress anymore. I'm a bartender now, but I waitressed for many years, and I can carry things on a tray very easily.
So, what has been your takeaway from this experience? Was it everything you wanted?
Yeah, everything except for jury placement, but yeah, I had a good time. But I will say, like, still, I say that I think that like that would have been I think that would have sucked. Staying up
Why?
there, not hanging out with Prod and stuff like that. Like I really got to like hang out with Prod like a lot and have fun with them. I got to cook. I love cooking. I made them all my chicken tetrazzini. That's what they gave them that morning as like their breakfast. That was my chicken tetrazzini, the casserole. I made that. My grandma's recipe.
Okay, that's amazing because I saw like I think it was Joe was I think who was on hospitality? I think Joe was on hospitality and was
Skylar.
Skylar. Okay, I saw
Love
them.
Skylar. Love her.
Um,
Love her.
do you, I guess did you have any personal takeaways from the game or things you learned about yourself? You're like, okay, like now I know what to do if I'm ever in a 8 game long game.
I learned like let it out, bitch. Just let it out. This is the first game I played where I was like, I normally like wouldn't say the mean things in the confessionals. I was like, I'm coming for you. I was like, I don't like how you look at me. Like I was just like saying everything to the camera, and I don't regret it yet. Like we'll see.
Isaiah confirms your tetrazzini was phenomenal.
Isaiah, I love you. I do love you. Game respects game. I mean it. Everything. No, Isaiah was like super cutesy. Lots of fun.
How was the post game? Like once you left Reelfoot, like was there any like post game recovery, or you're pretty much like back to normality?
Ironically, with Isaiah in the chat, I should say this then because he could hear this. So one thing that kept happening even before the like, okay, so I'll talk about after leaving the game, but even like I was like when I was still on the property, like at Ponderosa, I'd be sitting there, we'd all be like hanging out, like at the fire or whatever. And we're like just hanging out, not even at a fire, watching a movie. And then I would look over and like I kept seeing like Isaiah at the fire. And I'd be like, and I was like crazy because like it was like out of body. It wasn't like I was scared of Isaiah. It was like I had he was just the one I kept seeing, him or Lachey. I kept seeing them sitting at the fire, but I'd be just sitting with somebody just like this on a couch, you know? And I'd be like, and I kept like having these like physical, like visual flashbacks. It's so weird. Or I'd wake up and forget that I'm not in the woods. And that's happened to me with other games before too, so I know that's normal. But I never had it like when I'm like awake and all of a sudden I get disoriented and think I'm at the fire. Like that happened to me a lot. With like Isaiah and Lachey, I just kept seeing like thinking it was one of them next to me. But I guess because I sat by them a lot, you know. So that was kind of spooky. But then after I got out, I have like sometimes I have like dreams where like challenges are in my real life. Like I have to like do something like oh you have to do this and this and this and then you have to then we have to vote out whoever like I'll have like survivor dreams, like surviving real foot dreams.
Uh, Jay West suggests that you and him should be on the Jersey Players versus the World season.
Um yeah. Yeah, we should. Me and Jay West would eat them up. No crumbs. And then we'd eat each other alive at the final two.
Is there anything else about your game you want to talk about that maybe we haven't had a chance to dig into?
I don't know. I mean, like, I just think like one thing I would say, this is a PSA. I doubt anyone who doesn't like play games will really watch. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know how many people. I don't know anything about this. But if people who like don't play games, you're thinking of it. I would say like I feel a lot better this year that I just played one, and I was able to put my all into it because a lot of people tried to recruit me for games. Like I turned down other games. And I just played this one because I really wanted to play this one. And I think this might be the last one I do for a while. I'm not sure, but I think I just might need to take a break, go on a hiatus.
I mean, I actually have the same philosophy you. Like for me, like one game a summer is good because I feel like I did one summer when I did two Survivor games, and like it was Reelfoot, then Survivor British Columbia. And I put my all into Surviving Reelfoot. It was great. Then I felt like I played the other game flat footed, or I wasn't as hungry, or I didn't, or like I don't know, I just didn't play as well.
Let's get into it. Last year, I played. Oh my gosh, how did I played Sensation. I started off with Sensation. After playing like mad traders games online and shit like that, like I played stuff like that too. But I played Sensation, and then I played Survivor Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
Then I played Competitive Events All Stars. No, I played Survivor Angelic. No, I went to help with prod for a game, like for a friend, and then I went to play Survivor Angel the Competitive Events All Stars too. That was fun. Rebels versus Titans, Titans versus Rebels, something like that. And then I played Assassins. And like it's like, dude, I would tell somebody to never ever play that many games ever again. I was so emotionally drained that like I think it might have helped get me into real football. By the time I was playing Assassins, I was like a sobbing mess. I like never cry in games. Like and I was like, oh, that's the assassin. That's Frank. And like there's like no like I was so emotionally drained. I had to memorize like well over 100 names in one summer. I was getting confused calling people different names from different alliances and different games. I was confused. I shouldn't have done it. I took bit off way more than I can chew. And like what it's because from the year before I played one game and I was like, I don't get why people get so emotional with these overnight games. They're crazy. Eat my own words, bitch. I said that. Me. I don't think anybody cried more than me this season.
So you mentioned that people are trying to recruit you for their games. For a
Mhm.
future game, what are you looking for? Like, are you
Oh, they
looking for
want
long?
me. Oh, if you want me, I want air conditioning in the master bedroom, bitch. No, I'm kidding. I know. I really do like the Survivor games. I really wish I got to play Reelfoot where there was something to fucking find. I'm upset about that because this is the first game where I didn't find or play something ever, ever. I always find something or get gifted something or bestowed something and I didn't. That sucked. Oh, that sucked so bad. It sucked so bad. Like, I feel like I could have done. If I had an idol, I would have been over these bitches. I would have been like, no, please don't vote for me.
Well, and you can mention like if you could have idled out someone at that your last tribal council,
Carolyn.
would you have idled Geraldine or Isaiah?
I would have done Isaiah if it was Rob's idol, but if it was my idol, Isaiah would have been safe. I felt like I could have recovered it with him after Geraldine was out. Geraldine was poisoning him against me with her level-headedness and and her loyalty. It's all right.
So, I have a couple of wrap up questions for you. You ready for these?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, if you
I'm
go back in
sweating.
time and give yourself one piece of advice before you played Reelfoot, what would you tell yourself?
This game in particular. Hold on, I'm feeling it's really cold. Mm.
Now I get to ask what you just ate too, because now I'm curious.
Like one of those true blueberries, like the strawberries. I'll show you the package. I'll show you after. I'll walk towards it now. If I could help myself, I would be like, bitch, there's no idols hidden. You're not gonna find nothing,
Listen,
bitch.
I didn't ask you. Chad comes to your camp.
Oh yeah. That's
He
funny.
goes to you and Lachey, and he tells you, Deb found an idol.
That's why Chad's not on my dream tribe. I mean, I don't blame him. He was playing hard. He got far. I mean, I can't blame him. I can't fault him. Game respects game, man. But what I like, if I see him again in the game, like I don't know. Honestly, I heard that he wasn't doing me any favors from the other side, so I don't know if I would be able to trust him in the game, like at all. But I don't know, man. I haven't watched it. I'll see when the season comes out. But what was it? Oh, well, he lied. Yeah, he told us that someone found something by tree mail, and he like invigorated my hope again. And I really like thought maybe I could find something, but I figured it out though. Like probably like a round or two later, I was like figuring it out, and I was like, nah, man. If there was an idol, like someone, I would be out already because someone would have idled someone they wanted in. Like I would have been out. And then I was also like, you know what, like. I was like, they gave us all a piece of an idol. I was like, honestly, this is probably just a never been done before kind of thing where there's got to be no idols. And so, but I told other people, I was like, no, someone found it. Like, I just tried to keep it going, you know?
I think I know your answer to this next question, but do you prefer swaps or no swaps?
For this game, definitely a swap. But like, I think it worked well for the people that were not thrown up by Nina in the first round. I think that it worked for everyone else. Like, you know?
Should every Survivor game have a redemption component?
I think it's nice. I think it's nice to do so that like people can actually play because think about it. Like Janai came here all the way from Canada. Kiri came here all the way from Canada the season before. People like travel far. You know what I mean? Like so to travel like make it it's nice to have it be an experience. Now, like don't get me wrong, if you could still have fun, like I said, they do the minis and stuff like that afterwards. Like, you know, there's things that you can do to make it worthwhile. We could have kayaked. There a lot of stuff. Beautiful hiking trails all over. The weather was good. Like there was plenty to do, but you want to make it an experience. But a lot of games you go to don't offer everything that Reelfoot offered, and you just kind of get stuck sitting around in a house or a campground or whatever, and like you know that sucks. I've played a game where they didn't even give us food at the very end. There wasn't even food. There were a couple sandwiches for the people that won. I'm not going to say what game that was. Other than that, it was a very good game, but I thought that that was a little like I was like these people are starving. You should have something for them to eat. That's crazy. You know, like, but
Yeah.
like some people did, but like, you know, but people do the best what they got. It's not, you know what I mean? So it's not to say anything negative, and that's why I'm not going to say what game that was. And I've played a lot, so good luck figuring it out. But yeah, like, I think that it does make it more worth it to have people like have something to do, have something in the game, have some element where you can come back, influence the game in some way on your way out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like give them something. It to me, like, I think that if other games could afford to, like, they should kind of do what Reelfoot does and like keep the game going a couple few days, like give people a chance
Mhm.
to get to know people. Because you know what? Like, who knows? Like if there was a maybe I would have been first out if it was a one day, if it was a tribal at the end of the first day.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have been first out because like maybe like Nina would have thrown me under the bus right away and they would have just gone with it because it was easy. You know? So that could have saved me. Give it time. You know, let people play more. But like, you know, I don't know. I don't think it drags it out really. I think it was cool.
What was your favorite challenge?
For the feeling at the end, I would say the one where we had to do fire.
Mhm.
Had to do fire and we were against the outcast and the other tribe. Um, but favorite challenge just to do. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe the one where I got to like bounce a little ball and go across. That was fun. Then we did like the calling at the end. Isaiah did a really good job with that. Geraldine, I feel like I'm convinced she's got eyes like somewhere else on her body because she just like navigates with a blindfold on. Like she's like, I have really good spatial awareness, and I was like, I don't. Like, so you should definitely be the one. It was so
What was
great she did. And Isaiah though cleaned up that puzzle. That was like such a good one for our like morale. We were all just so happy. But what else though? Oh no, with the one with the fire. The reason I liked that one because at the end I was so freaking relieved and happy because that's one where like tensions felt high against me from the jump and I knew I'd be in danger if we didn't win. Although if it was a combined tribal, like maybe I could have been protected somehow. But like I don't know, like at the beginning of that one, I noticed I'm like there's wind. We need something to cover up this fire at the end. Like if we're gonna make we have to make a fire like me from stuff that we're all gonna get in a field where we're competing for materials with everybody, like we need to make sure we get everything we possibly can. And I'm like, I noticed it's windy. I was like, guys, I was like quietly because we're huddled. Then there's another tribe huddled, then another tribe huddled. Like we're all close to each other. I was like, guys, we need to grab our coats. You need to take our coats, put your coats around your waist. And they're like, no, no, we don't need that. No, we too many voices. I was like, okay, okay. So I'm like, fuck, like I'm cooked, dude. If this doesn't work with my one coat. Sure enough, we get to the like we're looking like really bad. Like everyone else is working on fire and we still haven't gotten our key yet to unlock and start fire. But I'm like, oh God, well the wind is bad. None of them grabbed their coats. Maybe we'll have a chance. No one grabbed their coats, by the way. No one but me. Even though I was like, please, like just put your coat around your waist. No one wanted to listen to me. I'm right per usual. They hate that I'm right. Or I don't know if they hate that I'm right. They're just like, seems like they hate that I was right. Um, so
Assume Sam's brother is calling again. Hopefully, no one on the audience. Hey, you're back.
sorry. Okay, so yeah, no, they're so we're doing the challenge and it's seeming bad. We're like, oh dude, and I was like, they're like saying, oh, this tribe is still working, and I was like, everybody loves an underdog, like the cameraman. I'm like, fuck you. Like, even though I'm inside, I'm like, please, please, Rob, get the key. I beg you, get the key. I'm like, use that one. I'm like barking orders at him, like just trying anything to get it. I'm like, use that one, stuff it with this, give it more, whatever, blah blah blah. And eventually my suggestion did work, so
Paid off.
yeah, so then we get to the end though and we're making fire and nobody has it. Half of them have their fucking sweaty little holes in them shirts off trying to cover the fire. I've got my North Face raincoat and I'm covering it up and I swear like Of course, it was a team effort, but I really think that my coat was integral in us winning that. With like so behind, and if we all had our coats, we would have won sooner. And like it does not that it matters. We still won, but like it was just another time where I was like, look, I was right, and like no one wants to listen to me, and I really didn't feel heard. And I think that if I could tell myself something else for this game to answer that question better, I think I would say like try and like not let the bitchy communication out, because sometimes like I just can't help it when I see people doing things stupid. Like I just have to say something. But like I think that I need to, and I worked on it a little bit more in this game. And I think whenever I play another game, whatever that might be, like if I would, I would try to tone that down a little more, like say a little less, and just like, but like when it's a challenge and my life's in the line, like yeah, I'm gonna say something. I had half a mind to fucking grab our tarp and like stuff it into my shorts. So I had I literally like the one the mat we stand on, like we needed something to cover that wind, and like I go with my gut, even if people don't like me for it. Like I go with my gut, you know. But yeah, we won it anyway, so thank God I brought my coat. But I felt good at the end of that one. I cried at the end of that one. Like I cried at the end of almost everything because I was so relieved. I really felt like it was gonna be me. Like I knew it, and I knew it was gonna be a conversation about me, no matter who went out, whenever. I knew it was gonna be a. I was always gonna be on the chopping block from that point on, until we swapped or merged. And it was a horrible position to be in, but it's all right. It makes you stronger. You know, when you play a game fighting up from the bottom, it's actually like you got more of a chance of winning than someone who didn't have to do anything at all.
What was a favorite camp life moment?
Hmm. Well, we all like talked about our lives and stuff and all connected like around the fire one night, and that was nice. We also played this game because we had gotten like a marker or something. And like wait, and I was always smart about grabbing things at challenges. Like I would take the tag if they gave us all like something, I would take the tags off everything so we had more stuff for kindling. And
Mhm.
like you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
whatever. I'd rather say sorry than ask permission. Um, but we tore them up and we like played a game where like everybody had to everyone wrote down 3 words, then we had to put it in a hat, and you had to like act out the word the first time the hat went around, you were able to say something. The second time you could like so you could say like 3 words the first time or 2 words the first time. You could say 1 word the second time when we all put everything back in and repicked. And then the last time you had to act it out, like charades. So it was fun, like, and like for me, they'd be like, so people would put down like broccoli or radishes, and they would just point to me, and they would know that it was the vegetable because I'd been craving vegetables. Yeah, but it was fun. So that was fun. We played like a little game of charades. Isaiah picking me for candy was awesome because then I got to eat candy. Like
How
this
much
was one of the
candy?
games that,
How much candy did you eat?
bro, I definitely ate like probably like probably like literally a quarter of that jar at least. I never snuck it when no one was around though. I never snuck it when no one was around.
If
But
you had opened the cryptex and got to choose people for the candy jar, who would you have chosen?
I probably would have chosen Brandon and Isaiah and like Lachey
Makes sense.
at that point because I was still working on Rob, like getting close to him. Then that was very very much in the beginning, you know. I mean, maybe I would have chosen like Trav. I think I still would have picked the 3 of them. I would have picked. Yeah, I think I would have picked the 3 of them. In the very beginning, I liked them a lot, you know.
If I guess, who do you wish you had an opportunity to work with but didn't in the game?
Janai.
That was easy.
I think that like Janai was so new to the game. I took it as her like not wanting to work with me, not being open, and I've made that mistake before in games. In
Mhm.
Survivor Pennsylvania, Kayla, I thought that she like wasn't really workable, but she really just didn't know anything about Survivor.
Yeah.
And this is why it's annoying when people come into games and lie and act like they don't know anything. Because when people actually don't know anything, everyone's suspicious of them.
Yeah,
They could be
I've
like,
definitely
I
had
never played an LRG. I don't know anything. It's like, just stop. I don't do that anymore. Like, that's annoying.
I definitely had this scenario where I met a person, they claimed they never played before, and I was like, well, I don't want to target them early because they've never done this before. It turns out they played Reelfoot at one of the seasons never aired. I'm like, well, shoot, I should have voted you out because you just weren't good for my game. So I feel it.
People lie. People lie. It's like, like I was like, yeah, I've camped once. I didn't say I played as many. I wasn't like, oh, I played like 7
Yeah.
LRGs.
I don't
Like, you
like
know what I
here's
mean?
my
Like,
whole
well,
here's my resume and my placement and here's all my moves. I'm not doing that, but I'll be like, yeah, I've played some.
honestly, it's been good for me because like he won't stop calling. So no, it's just I don't really have really good placements. The only good placement I have is in a game that isn't hasn't aired. So
Um,
I'm a
what kind?
pre-merge queen for that. Like always the pre-merge queen though. I'm definitely like the most interesting pre-merge character.
Oh,
Actually,
fun.
this time, you know what? I have some competition though. There are actually some good personalities.
You and Jay West need to duke it out at some point.
Yeah, we gonna fight. We're gonna fight for sure. I'm
Um,
kidding. I'm not
besides
fighting.
yourself, who would you like to see come back for a second chance at Reelfoot?
Honestly, even though like in the after games, this is a person I didn't get along very well with Trav in the like after the after games. Like I felt like he was a little cold towards me. Like afterwards, like he was one of the people that definitely made me feel very isolated and made me feel like I wasn't a part of the group. And like he didn't do it on purpose. He was doing his own shit. It's not him, not his fault. But I was like hoping because in the game I felt really close to them, and then it made me think, oh, was that fake? Like afterwards. But people go through their own things. Trav though, I would love. He can fucking perform, dude. We did some like these we did like a mini, and then we got to a point where we all had to like be on this platform, and yo, Trav went for hours, dude. Like he would have been a force to be reckoned with. Like so, as a viewer, yeah, I would want to see him back. He was good, but like just I don't know if I would be happy to see him in a game. I don't think he would play with me. I'm sad about it too. I thought we would connect. I would be like friends, but I was wrong. But like, I wish him well. All love, Trav. If I see you again, you know, we can make out or whatever. No, I'm kidding.
Sam, I think that's all the questions I have. Is there anything else you want to mention before we wrap up here?
Oh my god, I don't know. Let me think. Oh, we didn't talk about. I don't know what are the challenges again. I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed that was like I'm gonna like kick myself for not sharing.
Um, you have the marooning challenge we talked about. Rob single-handedly carries all the blocks to the water for the stacking challenge. We talked a bit about that opening reward challenge. Sorry, the immunity challenge where you're carrying the ball to paddle. We talked about hot pursuit. You don't run. There's the challenge
No
where you
runs.
blob the bean bags and stack them on the little floating platform you're holding up. That was difficult. Sumo at
The
Sea's not.
beanbag. We didn't talk about that one, did
Sorry.
we? The one with the one where we had to like run around and count everything.
Yeah, that's where Brandon wins for your tribe.
I cried. It was so sad. I
Um,
cried. No, I literally thought like, oh my god, I thought I knocked off somebody else's chance of winning. That's why I didn't understand the rules. I knocked off like Isaiah's beanbag or something, and I was like, oh great, now I'm gonna be even worse standing with my tribe because I knocked someone's chances off. Like I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And like I just couldn't get it. I had the final throw at like the buzzer. I didn't make it. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fuck myself. I counted so well. I might have won. Like if I did, I counted so hard. Like I was very exact about it.
I mean, it worked out though because you didn't get voted out, so you didn't need immunity.
Yeah, I know. So the drama. It was so dramatic. But I meant it. I was really emotional. I think people like. I used to like be like, oh my god, why are they so emotional in games? Now I get it. Like sometimes you just like
Yeah.
gotta let it out.
Not sleeping in the rain, not eating. It takes its toll on you, especially
I'm
four
sorry,
plus
our
hours.
tribe. We can't complain about that. We ate. We ate.
You did
The
win. You
other
did win a
tribe.
lot of food rewards.
You poor souls. You poor snakes. You that definitely sucked. They didn't eat. We ate. We won everything. We got the candy early. We like all won everything. So yeah, but it was fun. Loved prod. I I did like my tribe. Um, I don't think I would have done anything differently except for like maybe trying to like more patiently voice things.
Mhm.
Someone on prod too pissed me off. And like I mean, it altered my vibe one of the days, and I swear everything started to go downhill from there. So I was mad about that too. So I hated that. I was like, I went up to other prod members. I was like, please, I don't want him around me ever again. Like, please. And didn't do it. It wasn't anything like it's not like anything crazy. He just like I think he just had a tone with me and didn't sense it, and it was like in front of everybody. And I was like, I don't need this. I don't need this affecting my social interactions on my tribe. Like, I need you to be not be around me. You know. And he respected that, and it was fine. I didn't say that to him. I said it to someone else. I just didn't want to see him again. But yeah. But I guess I would like say too, like getting wigged out by someone on prod like definitely sucks. You want to make sure you like. I'm really grateful that like other production members were open to like hearing me out though and making sure that like that didn't continue after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just nice. I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't want to embarrass him. I already gave a gender away. Not that that matters. You can't assume, but yeah. But no, it was all ultimately like a pretty good experience. I think this is probably like mm, between this and Survivor PA Mountain of the Gods, like those were two of my favorite seasons I've ever done. You know, like they were really really cool. So for Mountain of the Gods, people were like up, like there were cameramen. Oh my god, is my tongue green? Oh, that's crazy. Um, they were like up on like little like rooftops, the campsites, like videotaping. I was like, what the hell? Like they went in for production this year. That was like a real Survivor. The quality of that shit, it was good. Um, but of course, I didn't get to do any of the interesting challenges in the individual immunity phase, just like this game. But this game was like, I don't know, something else. Something else. The energy of it was like really good, and it was man. I really wish I got to that individual. I'm clearly fucking popular today, and everyone wants to talk to me. Half the time, no, I'm just to sit alone. But today, everyone's like, "Oh, I need your attention." Why? All
Well,
right,
I
any
think
like good ways to end it? I don't know. I'm like,
no, I
whatever.
think thankfully
You
for your
got,
adoring fans, I think
you
this is
got
where
the
we are
shot.
wrapping up.
Yeah, I just had a good time. I loved it. Love Amos. I would highly recommend people apply. Like, this was a fun game, and like early out or not, you're gonna have a good time. Like, this was a good game. Like, and also, you might be lucky enough to find something in the fucking woods when you play. Like, I cannot believe no swap, late merge. It's fine, but like, it's fine. But like, I really got screwed. I got screwed with that. That was crazy. Oh, another tip though, I will say, you could take this to the bank. If you play a game like this, tea tree oil. You need to bring tea tree oil because that you can use as a bug spray. Okay, I'm the only one who didn't get a tick. Like one of the only people who never had a tick on them. Everyone else is
Feels good
using
at
bug
work.
spray out the wazoo. Tea tree oil works. You
Yeah.
spray it. You can't use too much because it'll burn your skin. The ones that I dropped some in my underwear, I almost would died. It hurt. I had to rinse off with my little canteen in private. It was awful. But other than that, like just don't be careful. Don't like freaking because I was like pouring it. I was like, ah! Like when I was like using the bathroom because I was afraid like things were gonna get on me. So I like put tea tree oil around. Yeah, get a little spray. Use that. That's gonna protect you from the ticks. And if you're scared of bugs like me, like a bug person, you don't need to be out there. Like it's I don't know why, but it's just like something about being out there, it's like a different mindset you get in. You're just like, oh, I'm just in the woods. I could do this. And like you could do hard things, you know. The only reason I play these games is to push myself. It's not to win. It's not to make friends. It's like only for me. It's not for you. It's not for anyone else. It's just for me. Like I like to show myself like, oh, I could do this. Like I could do this. I could just go into the fucking hot woods and drink warm, disgusting water and fucking like, you know, instead of my Poland Spring or my Star Skis or my whatever, like my Aquapana. Like I'm very, very like not snooty about things, but I'm very particular about things. And to have to let that all go, to let my leg hair grow out and like have my long hair get like all knotted and gross and just like not have any makeup on. Like it's freeing. And it's something I think everybody should do. Like it's not the same as just camping. Like you have to push yourself, you be around strangers. You have to strategize with them. You have to make them want you around. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe we're all fucking nuts, but
I think we're all a little crazy for doing these, but it's a good crazy.
a little bit Alexis, you know. Oh my god. And now I have to go get waxed. Oh, wish me luck. I'm gonna lose my mind. I have to get my tattoo numbing cream.
Sam, thank you so much
That's
for
it.
taking the time to talk with me today. I really appreciate your flexibility, and I had a blast. I had a blast hearing about your game. Thank you so much.
Oh my god, me too. Thank you. You should have duo interviews. You should have people come with like people that work in the game. That would be fun. Although I already know you do like 8,000 views.
I'll consider
Ooh,
it.
or do like, or be really messy and do ones where people do where they have to be with someone that like they were like rivals with in the game, but you don't tell them until like the until like the
I
interview they just pop up. That would be funny.
there's a juggling aspect to handling multiple people, and I think just doing one person does make my life much easier. I will admit.
We don't want your life to be easy. We want it to be hard. Okay.
That's true. This is why we do hard things and play these games. She's frozen. I'm not sure.
I don't think I have rivals. I don't think I have ops this season. But yeah, this was fun. Thank you so much. Best time ever. I love it.
No,
I hope
I'm
I
super
wasn't too much
appreciative,
of a
Sam.
bitch. Hmm?
And so thank you, Sam. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, listening. This has been another episode of the Live Rally Game Podcast. We're reaching the end of our first fire coverage. We have one final interview lined up. That'll be Deborah this Friday. She'll have the final say of the season. So get excited.
You went and saved the bells for last.
All right.
Love Deb.
All right. Bye,
Okay,
Sam, and
bye.
take care,
You want to
everyone.
get out of here? GTFO.